What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with the Sunset Drive Seasonal Championship, and we have to use a B-Class retro saloon car. You have quite a good variety, but I am going with once more an iconic one, the 2005 BMW M3. Here you can see we have some pretty cool cars, especially like the AMG Hammer, Sierra Cosworth, or also like an RS4 and RS2, the M5, like plenty cool cars, but we are choosing the 2005 M3 because it's just very iconic. We use the Need for Speed Most Wanted livery, the Razor car, or our car in fact. Razor just took it from us and then lost it again. Spoilers. Yeah, okay, I'm spoiling a 19-year-old video game. I think you can handle it. If you don't know the story by now, I can't help you. You can't cry spoilers after 19 years. It's like you also can't spoil, I don't know, Harry Potter anymore. Let's quickly take a picture, I'm sorry. Just quickly want to do that. I apologize, but you know me, I like to collect pictures. It's also at home, I like have a picture wall and where I just photograph all of my neighbors so that I know exactly what they are doing. Actually, hold on, that's not what I'm doing. I take that back and claim the opposite. The tune is, it's actually fairly stable and considering that also pretty fast, so an all around very good one. I very much enjoy it. Oh, and the sound, it's just the memories. If you think back to 2005 when we all played Need for Speed Most Wanted, like literally every car fan played that. Except for some weirdos that said, "Ew, it's bad because it has police in it." But apart from those, like literally everyone played it, and boy was it good. And the sound of the M3, oh my goodness. Such an amazing car, and then the final pursuit and you drive away. Oh, that's just amazing. Absolutely amazing car. And after using the Skyline last race, I think that's quite the iconic follow-up for this championship. Unfortunately, the last one is an off-road one, so I'm not entirely sure we can follow up with with another iconic car, but hey, maybe. I think the last one is pickups and 4x4s, and I don't know, maybe. It's possible we find something iconic there as well. Oh, that guy is blocking our line. Didn't appreciate that very much. So you just have to adapt and say, okay, we brake a little bit harder and go a wider line. Not as tight, not as fun, but hey, you know. Sometimes wide is also good. Going into that corner. Not on the accelerator as quickly as I could have been, but here as well we go a little on the outside. Wanted to tighten the line, but then I decided, hey, let's just go around. They don't use up that much space, obviously. And now we're going for the finish line. Street racing, obviously, kind of like road racing, just that you have traffic. Some people enjoy that more, other people don't. But we get 20 points in race number 1, so there is that. It obviously adds a fact. I shouldn't say obviously that often. I really say that a lot in these videos. I should stop that, because things are not as obvious as I might make them seem. Anyway, what do I want to say? Totally forgot. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about how street racing is a little bit more difficult to win just because you have the traffic, which gives you another factor of uncertainty because you can just drive into a car, and in road racing you don't really have that issue. If you drive clean, you drive clean, and you don't really have to worry about traffic or anything. So there's just one additional factor where things can go wrong. You drive into the traffic, you don't see a car, you drive into it, you lose control, you fly off the road because you try to avoid a car. So that just adds another minor uncertainty that you have to deal with, and you just have to live with it. It can also help you. I just want to quickly... I really should change that filter because it's so dark. But yes, you can push other cars into the traffic. That is one... Get out of my way. Compromised our line here a little bit. Let's get on the inside here. So yeah, it's a valid strategy to push the other cars into the traffic, but you shouldn't really need that here. Poking the nose in. I also like that it's not too much traffic, it's okay. It's not like what we have already talked about in Need for Speed Most Wanted, where you really have a lot of traffic to take into account. And a lot more accidents will happen there when you have a lot of traffic. Also, car physics, car control is just much easier here than it used to be. I'm gonna go into the inside there. And I was braking early because we were braking while turning, so you never know. Does the car lose control? And does it brake as well as you would assume? Because when you are braking while turning, the tires have to do two things at once. They have to absorb the energy of slowing down, and then they also have to expend additional energy into keeping the car on the road while turning, so that makes the braking a lot less effective while you are turning here. So you want to brake ahead of the corner and then get off the brakes and then go into the corner. But sometimes when you have a long braking area that is one of those long drawn out corners where you go in full speed and then you start the braking area in that long corner, it's just a little bit more difficult to handle. Sorry, my phone rang. I have to... I'm sorry. I had to quickly rewind. I'll call back in a sec. There we go. 82% done. It's not like a video takes forever, so I can call back in a moment. There we go, hold on. Hold on, that's gonna be a rough one. I should put the phone on silent while recording, eh? I will consider this for next time. There we go. And that takes us into the last race with 40 points and an 8-point lead. It's interesting because the second place finisher is very often the same in both of those races. So that you require a good result in the last race, because what can happen is that the second place finisher of the first race finishes poorly in the second race, and then you get a much bigger lead than those 8 points. Meaning you can really slack in the last race and still win the championship. It doesn't quite work as well here. Come on, last one. Wetland charge. It's a very slow start on our end. Where do we have a gap? Nowhere. Oh, we had a little bit of a gap there, so we could manage an overtake. Can we fit in here? Traffic. I was only looking at the gap and then there was a car. It was somewhat unfortunate, wasn't it? Let's go hard in there. We didn't get on the inside here. Just poked his butt a little bit. Let's go to the inside of that one. Now outside. Yep, there we go. Oh, car. Poke the nose in. Come on. Get it. Switcheroo. Whee! That was a good overtake. Because the car ahead of us was trying to get onto the racing line again, and we just said nope and went on the other side. And then darted in and overtook. Half the race nearly done already. Oh, we had to brake a little bit there. The corner goes full throttle, but with traffic you sometimes have to adjust a little bit. A little bit of wreckage points added. Tipping the brake here and there just to keep the speed on a level where we can go through the corner safely. Going outside again. Approaching the roundabout. Which is never much fun to drive through. Because it's just not a real corner. This one worked very well. It's really only an issue when you have a lot of other drivers. And then it becomes a little bit more difficult to find a manageable line through because everyone is driving all over the place in the roundabout. Hard braking into that one. There we go. And that finishes it off. Whee. This one worked well. That gives us a 12-point lead, so the second place finisher has always been the same. How conforto. And it gives us a 1993 Skyline. Pretty cool car. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.